Sabadi. My name is Penn Hongthong. Welcome to Simple Lao Cuisine. We have special guests today. We have Diane Atkinson, Chris McCormick, and
Hi.
Ellen Greaves. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. I hope you're hungry. We're gonna make this dish that sell it everywhere at in Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, probably Cambodia too, where we just went for 2 weeks. You just came back?
About a month ago.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful. So we're gonna start with, I have chicken stock here, or chicken broth. So I'm gonna add this, let me cut this a little bit, these celeries. Let's go in there. I have some onions, more flavor. Cut it in quarters. Okay, you can cut it smaller if you want. Okay, and I will add this some ginger. You don't have to peel it. You can if you want to just peel with the peeler. Just wash it very well. See, it's nice. So I'm gonna cut it in a slice because I'm gonna remove this afterward. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. Ginger is very good for you. Okay, I'm gonna add to this and let that boil. And I'll add some chicken. We're making it with chicken. Okay, this should cook in no time because I cut it small. Let's hope it cooks and then I can take it out and then shred it with my fingers. That should be enough. Okay, and we will remove all this stuff from here. Okay, let's cover that. Let's put this away for now. Go back in here so it stays cold. This dish is called flat rice noodle soup. We have this for a meal. What we do, we just make a big pot of the chicken stock or beef or pork, and then we use these noodles here. It's flat. There's 3 different sizes. This is a medium. You can use a thinner one, narrow actually, and wider. Use whatever you like. They all look like this, and you have to soak in the warm water. This is what I just soaked. You have to soak in the warm water first before you cook. I just put this away over there.
How long do you soak them for?
15 minutes, 30 minutes. If you don't have time, do warm water in 15 minutes. If you have time, just lukewarm water, but not boiling water. So this is what I get. It's nice and ready. We'll drop it in hot water right here, and we'll drop it in here when we're ready to serve. So I'll leave it right there. It's kind of a little bit too hot. Let's turn it a bit low. And in that, we will need some herbs. Because what we do, we just chop up the herbs, put in a bowl, and have it ready. What do you do? Just have it ready whenever you arrive. Who arrive first, you just make your own bowl. You just make big bowl. That's a meal. Okay, I'm gonna cut up these scallions. Wash it very well. They're very sandy. See, sharp knife will work. Make sure your knife is sharp when you're cooking. If your knife is not sharp, you don't want to cook. Okay, I'm gonna need to put this I'm gonna put it right here because I don't have a bowl. And I need some cilantro. If you have the cilantro's stems or the roots, you can add it to the pot too. More flavor.
So that's how you're making your stock?
Yes.
Right there?
I add whatever the scraps I have. I peel the carrots, I peel the potato, I save them, put in the bag, and put in the freezer. Every time I peel the onions or garlic, anything like old leaves of the cabbage or Chinese cabbage, whatever the vegetable, anything that's edible, I save them because now I'm making a lot of chicken stock, so I save them in a big bag, put in the freezer. Every time I cook some more, I bring it out and add some more and put back in the freezer. And then I make my chicken stock. And the root and the stems of the cilantro is great. Any herbs, the stem of any kind of herbs, save them. More flavor. Okay. We're gonna need some lime. Okay. That's how I cut my lime. You see people cut it like this in Cambodia. So that way it's easier to squeeze. You don't need any tool. You cut it in half, and you're gonna need the tools. We don't have tools over there. All hands, yes. Okay, let's check on this. You want to boil this like for half an hour, but we don't have half an hour here. Let's bring that to a boil so the chicken cooks. I'm going to add some salt in here. Okay. Let's see if I can find something so I can take that out. Okay. Because I like to boil for like half an hour or longer. Okay, that's for dessert. I'm a little messy here. Okay, oh actually, so what we do, we just put the herbs and put in the bowl. This is great. Cut up everything, everything's ready. You can make different flavor like with beef or pork or seafood. Okay. Let's get this out of here. I need another bowl. See if I can get another one. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to move this out. Okay. I want to cook it a little bit to cook this chicken. Okay. And I have here is bean sprouts. It's gonna go in the soup. This is like a big bowl. We'll serve it in this big bowl. It's a big meal. Actually, we have bigger bowl than this because we eat a lot. We Asian little people eat a lot. Okay. All right, I'm waiting for this to. Where is my? Okay, here we go.
What is that tool called?
Actually, I don't know. I would just call it strainer. What do we call?
Spider.
Spider? Okay, I got this from dollar store. Oh, okay, this is boiling. Don't spill now. Good. Let's get this out first before I start something else.
A perfect tool for that.
Sometimes dollar store is very handy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the dollar store.
I go there because it's a certain thing that you don't really need to spend a lot of money on.
Yeah.
I can find things that I need that's useful for me, that's not expensive. There's a certain thing that you need to spend a lot of money on. Like this pot
Like your
is
pots.
really, really good pot. This
and
is
the knife,
great pot.
good knives.
Yeah,
Yes.
the knives you do. Okay. So I want to cook my chicken. Well, I don't really have time, so I'm going to take the chicken out. It's probably not fully cooked yet. You want to cook like 10 minutes will work for the chicken. And where is my lid? Ah, here it is. I'm gonna cover this. Keep it warm so you get the pot going. And let's see if I can cool this. So this you just discard it or put in a compost. I do that a lot. Okay. Now what we do is you get your bowls. Okay, you have to do one at a time because if you do more than that, the noodles is very sticky. So you line up the bowl. Let's do 3 here. So you just get enough for one person. Okay, just need 2 hands for this. Just get them together and dip in here. As soon as you drop it in here, it's cooked immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, because you soak it. Okay, and drain. See how handy this dollar thing is? And you have to let it drain. So you get the pot going, everything's ready, and whoever gets here, you just cook your noodles and put it in here. You may have to make a little bunch like that and dip it in here. Cooks immediately. Did you notice that, Ellen, when you went to Cambodia, they make these noodles fresh every morning. We don't eat them dry or leftover.
Wow.
So by the end of the day, every piece of noodles have to be sold. So tomorrow we start all over. Okay.
That's why it cooks so fast, probably, right? Because it's so fresh.
Yes. This they dry them and ship them here in Laos. We don't eat leftover. We don't eat dry noodles. Every morning you go shopping and they will have these noodles everywhere. Actually, Vietnamese make this. They're very, very good with making this. Originally, this is a Vietnamese dish. If you go to Vietnamese restaurant, you get this dish. And everybody else adopted them. And you see plenty of this in Laos. Everywhere, it's like a small stores. Okay, this is done, so I'm turning it off. What did you just keep this warm? Whoever arrives, you just make your noodles and then make your dish, and you can add to whatever the flavor you want. Let me shred this chicken. Yeah, it's kind of cool a little bit. Okay, let me discard this. I kind of feel bad throwing this out. At home, I'll just put it in my compost. My backyard to grow my herbs in the summer. Let's shred this. You can do this with your fingers if it cools enough. See, nice and easy. A little bit hard right now. It's fully cooked actually. But just to be sure, I'm gonna add it back in there. Actually, you fully cook this, you leave on the side and then add to your bowl if you have time. Hot. Burning my fingers. That's why you have to do this ahead of time.
Would this be something you'd eat in a restaurant? Or
Yes,
at home?
in Southeast Asia, there will be little stalls everywhere. But here they sell it in a restaurant. But at home, we'll just eat this like well, we do eat it like a meal everywhere, even at the restaurant. And they have very, very big pot. Maybe you should come here before you go to Cambodia. Big pot, huge. You can cook a person in there. It's keep going all day. You know, it's hot weather. You think they'll eat something cooler, but we love the hot soup everywhere. Different kind of hot soup.
Hot soup, even for breakfast, huh?
Yeah, we don't want to eat too much rice, so we make rice soup. We make rice. We eat rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner until you get tired. Okay, I'm gonna use it. You leave this on the side and then add to your bowl as much as you want, as little as you want. But since I wasn't sure it's fully cooked, it probably is, but I want to make sure. I'm gonna put it back in here to be sure that it's fully cooked because I don't want you guys to get sick. Okay. Now, what you do is you add this. Let's bring this to a boil. You add your herbs, scallion and cilantro in here. Add a little bit here. If you want to do this with beef, you just blanch it because you don't want to overcook your beef. Okay. If you want your bean sprout cooked, you can add it to here. But I like mine fresh, so I add it at the end. So I will leave it on the sides for you. Okay. Oh, in here I need to add more flavor. If you like a little bit sweet, you can add a little bit of sugar. You can leave that out, but we like a little bit sweet and a little bit sour from the lemon, and this is soy sauce. This is just basic, simple. There's a lot of other condiments that go with this, but this is, I don't want to overwhelm you with the flavor yet, so this is what we're gonna do for now. What we do is we buy the beef, the tails, and boil. I think that's too expensive. I just buy the neck bones, beef neck bones for this. It's cheaper. Okay. Add your broth. Your broth have to be hot, boiling hot, and you add your own lime. And you know what? I have chopstick for you guys.
Oh dear. I don't know how to use chopsticks.
That's okay. You have forks. Chopstick?
Yes.
Yeah? You're gonna try? Ellen?
Sure. Yes,
Okay.
please. Oh,
You wanna try? Diane?
all right, I'll watch, yes, and I'll learn. Thank you.
If you can, there's a fork there. Okay. Oh, there's meatballs too that go with this. You can buy meatballs it's frozen from the Asian store.
Really?
Yes.
Never
you can
had
do
an Asian
shrimp,
meatball.
You can do all kinds of seafood. You can add whatever you like in here. What you do, you just leave your meat on the sides and you put it in this spider, and you dip in here because you don't want to overcook your beef and your seafood. So you just dip in here for a few minutes and stir, and then take it out and put in your bowl. So that way, everybody have whatever the flavor you want.
Yeah.
But I'm doing chicken because this is, everybody eat chicken. Not everybody eat beef. Not everybody eat seafood.
Good.
Did I? Oh, I thought I only make two. And add your hot pepper here. And
Do you have
your
another
lime.
piece of lime?
Yes,
Here we go.
kind of lime
Thank you.
and lime. You're welcome. And if you still want to try the bean sprouts, you can add it to the last minute after you mix them. You really have to mix them well. Easy on the lime. Well, if you like it, that's fine with me too. Okay, so that's done. Now we will make
Let's see if
dessert.
we can do this neatly. Got it all right.
Oh, look at you. Very good.
Not nearly as good as you, I'm sure, but
Diane,
I'm trying.
it's all that sushi.
can you teach Diane how to use? See, we eat noodle soup with,
I've
with
done
chopstick.
it, but I forgot how.
Yeah, try to do it in one hand.
Okay, I'm
Almost like
gonna
a
make
pencil.
dessert now. And what I have here is, this is sweet potato. You can buy the one that's in a can.
Yeah, you almost
Yeah.
had it.
Oh, I made this myself, so I cut it up. I wash, peel, and cut up, and I put it in the microwave. Or actually, you can just put it in a pot, add a little bit of water, cover it, and steam it until it's very soft. Okay. I have so, and then I put it in my blender or food processor. This is brown sugar. Adding some coconut milk because we don't have cream in Laos or in Southeast Asia, so we use coconut milk for dessert. Coconut milk is actually good for you, make your skin look nice. That's what they said
Delicious.
until next
Very good.
researchers come up with something else. They said, oh, it's not good for you, but hey, it's good for me. Add salt. Let's put this
They're
in.
always saying erase that, you know, you learn something, you
Yeah.
develop a way of doing things, and
And they said it's not good for you. I
And
said,
all
oh,
right.
you make up your mind.
erase that.
And then this is rice flour. You can get it from the gourmet store these days
Oh, yeah, the rice flour?
because we don't have wheat, so we use rice flour. Noodles we make from rice for everything. Rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and everything. Okay, now I'm just gonna mix it together.
Well, there doesn't seem to be an obesity problem the way there is in America. So
That's right.
Says something for rice.
But over there, if you're a little heavy, they like it. They said you're healthy and wealthy.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Now you just mix it together and bring it in here and heat it up. Okay. But you have to really exercise your arm. You have to constantly stirring for this. Okay, you can do with pumpkin actually. I don't add any flavor in here like the vanillas and all that because I have coconut milk. Coconut milk take care of all that. Okay, so now you're gonna have to keep stirring. There's rice in here. You have to keep going and going. By the time you finish, you have nice arms.
So are you going to bring it up to a boil?
Yeah, bring it up to a boil and then keep stirring for another 2 minutes. Don't use the wooden spoon that you use for other dishes because there's some flavor in there. You don't want it garlic flavor in here. So this one I only use for rice, so I can use it for this dessert. Okay.
What is this dessert called?
This one, I just call it sweet potato square because after you let it set overnight and then you cut it in a square. Over there, we don't add the sweet potato, we just make it with rice. And you have to stir and stir for days. I don't know why we have to stir it so much. My mom made me stir forever. I said,
busy.
why? Oh, actually, yeah, but you can really get in trouble over there. There's no place to get in trouble over there. So you're gonna have to keep going. You cannot stop with this because there's rice flour in there. So you'll call that gluten-free, I guess. There's no flour. Okay. So I steamed the sweet potato in the microwave. I could have steamed it in a pot and mashed it if you cook it long enough. And because I put it in a microwave, so I just put it in a food processor. But you can buy the can and then you can just mash it. But I don't really like stuff from the can too much.
No.
If I don't have to, I try to cook. But it was so easy. I put it in a microwave and it steamed up nicely. Okay. Smells good with the coconut milk. Okay, so I have to cook this a little bit longer. Have to let it set overnight. How's the noodle soup, guys?
Delicious.
Very, very good.
How's the chopstick, Diane?
I gave up.
Give up? Okay. So Ellen, tell us about Cambodia. It's 2 weeks?
I was there for 2 weeks, and we ate a noodle soup in the morning for breakfast.
Yeah, see?
It was a great breakfast.
Yes.
I think we had a little bit of beef in ours.
You can have beef, you can have meatballs, you can have seafood. So you go in a group or just yourself, your family, or?
My sister and I flew over. We were visiting my brother. He lived there for 18
Oh,
months.
really? Wow.
He showed us a lot of Cambodia. We saw the old temples. We went around to Battambang. We covered most of Cambodia. We went down to the pepper plantations in Kampot
Really?
and
I
saw
would
pepper
love
growing.
that. Peppers are my friend. I like them very much.
I had never seen them growing before. They're beautiful.
No?
They grow up a pole,
Oh,
and they
really?
grow on a
That's a
vine.
different one. But you never saw pepper grow, really?
I never had, no.